Hello, Katie, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster wheel to happiness. Founder of Shine Your Light, Goddess Shine Your Light, the boot camp, helping you shed the shackles of the past, both this life and previous lives, so that you can step forward, shine your light brightly in this world, and achieve your dreams, wishes, and goals as you go along. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. It's such a beautiful day here, to the point where I'm hoping you can see me fine, because we've got the sun glare coming in, which is amazing, cold and beautiful. I hope you are well. I hope you are doing so well. I hope that January is treating you well. Hugs if it is not. This time of year can be challenging and exciting all at the same time. You've got the excitement of the summer, the spring, the fabulousness that is happening around us, and you've also got the fact that it's January, which can be quite hard. Anybody who downloaded my free Blue Monday survival kit, I hope it treated and served you well. I've had some lovely messages about it, so I hope that served you well. If you're one of those people who downloaded that kit to get through the darker days of January, it's not just for Blue Monday though. If you're feeling dark, just go and have a look at it and have a listen. It's on my Facebook page and Instagram and all that jazz. Anyways, so how are you doing? I think at this time of year, it can be exciting and challenging, and that is why so for me, we're starting the Manifest Your Perfect Year workshop, free workshop. We begin on Monday. You are so invited. It will be so beautiful to spend time with you. 5 bite-sized modules, and then Facebook Lives at the end of every day, just to connect and talk about the modules and have a chin wag and pull some cards out and go with the flow a little bit on that one. And the reason why I always have it a little bit further into January is, 1st of January, we can have so much excitement for everything that's going to happen. And then about now, I noticed that my energy would dip. And so that's why I created the Manifest Your Perfect Year workshop to help raise my energy as well as those around me. And that's why it's a bit further into January. And so, it's going to be exciting and magical and fabulous and wonderful. And it would be so lovely if you step into the space with us. Again, links are on my website underneath the Join a Magical course. They are it'll be on my Facebook and Instagram and all that jazz. So yeah, it'll be so lovely. I think when we step into manifesting and we step into that mode of setting intentions and trusting, magic can happen. And it can be hard as well, especially when things don't go to plan, as has happened to me in the last year. It can be very hard. And then there's trusting that there's always a reason, and trusting it's meant to be, and trusting it's okay. If you are just welcome, if you are new to these videos, for me, I set the intention last year in our Manifest Your Year Perfect Year workshop, when we did a meditation about, well, what do we actually want, and I realised I absolutely wanted to move, and so I started that process of selling my house and buying a new house and mortgages and solicitors and all that jazz. And I've had 2 failed house chains, 1 up, 1 down, and we're on the 3rd one now. And so the first couple, when they went a bit pear-shaped, it was hard. It felt like a blow and a knock, and that's when sort of picking ourselves up and carrying on is all we can do sometimes. And so with the Manifest Your Perfect Year workshop, we sort of talk a little bit more in depth about all of that, and we go into what do you want, and I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm on the 3rd house chain now, cautiously optimistic about that we're getting to the point of talking dates, which is exciting, talking moving dates, which is exciting. My buyers want to be in by the end of the month, so we're talking dates right now, which is really exciting. and there's a lot to get done between now and then. So yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. Sometimes time can be a bit linear, and time, I'll talk more about this next week, but time can be linear. And you say, I want to do this year, and for me, I said I wanted to move in 2023, and cautiously optimistic. I've had 2 house failed out, but cautiously optimistic. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And it looks like I might have missed that target by a month. That's okay. So timelines is another thing to talk about a little bit more in depth, which is why in Shine Your Light Goddess we look at the past life stuff as well as this life stuff, because timelines can be stretched along the way. Right, anyway, so if you are new to these videos, I always pull out some cards for the week for you for watching this video, and I was guided to go back to the Goddess Dream, Wendy Andrews Goddess Dream deck. Hen Shop in Avebury sell them. They are beautiful and wonderful, and I love them. I'm hoping to meet Wendy Andrew, if you're watching this, because I do have a few tarot oracle card creators who watch this. I'd love to meet you sometime and get to sign this, please. Anyway, so we have got Bravery, and I don't remember ever having this card, so this is really powerful and spoke to me quite deeply. Bravery. Explore your inner wild places. There are places inside of yourself that you often fear to tread in case some unseen wild creature rears its monstrous head. Bearing down its bloody fangs, you are unable to control it. So you follow only the well-trodden paths of yourself and do not venture into the dark and the unfamiliar. Artemis is here to give you courage and keep you safe as you begin to venture into the places within yourself. She is strong. She does not shy away from a challenge. Let her strength be a guide for you now. Go with her into the places within you that you have not explored for so long. They have become dark and neglected, and you fear that by venturing there you may set those wild creatures free. Artemis is with you in your hunt. You may encounter some misshapen creatures called guilt, regret, hurt, monsters of 1,000 names that need to be acknowledged and transmuted with kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. There too, in the darkness, Artemis will lead you to meet some of the beasts of great beauty that reside within you. She may encourage you to stroke the velvet nose of the creature called tenderness, or wonder at the majesty. Why could I not pronounce that? Yeah, that one. At the creature called care. Take time to be with your inner creatures, and Artemis will give you the strength to face the wild, untamed ones. In facing them, they will lose their power. Let Artemis teach you how to stand proud, tall, confident, owning every aspect of your being without shame or fear. And the affirmation for this card is, I own all aspects of my being without shame or fear. I own all aspects of my being without shame or fear. I own all aspects of my being without shame or fear. And that is so perfect with everything that that I'm going through, but also with the Shine Your Light Goddess Bootcamp. This is what it's about, really, is owning who we are at the core. And for me, I realised when I was working with a lot of coaches, because I'm a coach, I've hired coaches over the years, and I realised that some coaches were in what I would call now toxic positivity, which is everything's fine, and not looking at what the fears are, and not releasing those fears, and not looking at the parts of ourselves that are holding us back, because if you keep going everything's fine, you bury it down rather than look at it. And for me, the biggest movements in my life And the biggest shifts that I've made towards where my dreams, wishes and fears is when I've opened my heart, mind, body and soul up and looked at the aspects of me that I perhaps was hiding from, and that I was, you know, slightly ashamed of, and yeah, and so that's when you start releasing that and releasing those fears and releasing everything releasing the shame and fear about who you are, even in the parts of you that perhaps you don't show the world. You know, we all have moments where we sit there and we're not the nicest person in the world. I certainly do. And so when you start owning that, that's when magic can happen, and that's when we can truly step into the power of ourselves and start manifesting the life that we want. And that takes bravery and guts. Explore your inner wild places, and that is what Shine Your Light Goddess is about. That is both this life and previous lives. That is what it's about. So it's absolutely perfect, absolutely perfect. There's a bundle available for Shine Your Light Goddess that's available until the end of January, where you get lots of goodness. You get lots of extra courses for free. So if that's spoken to you, go have a look at the links and see whether that's resonating with you or not. You're so welcome to step into the space. But yeah, that says so much. That says so much. Right, okay, so I could talk for a long time about that card. A long time about that card, and I felt some shifts within myself as we were talking about that. So from my deck of cards, we have yes, which is reassuring. You are on the right path. Whatever your question at this time, the answer is yes. Go and enjoy. And simple but powerful, and that really helps me, especially with my house move. Exciting. So yes, if you're coming and stepping into the free Manifest Your Perfect Year workshop and retreat, we start Monday. Links will be below this video and on website, etc, etc, etc. And if you're choosing to step into the Shine Your Light Goddess bundle of love, it's a super bundle available into the end of January, which includes Shine Your Light Goddess, the bootcamp and the course, Spiritual Foundations 101, 8 weeks of mindfulness, access to our in-person goddess retreat this year, date to be confirmed. You get all of that. I think there's something else, but I can't remember. But you get that bundle if you step into the space, and you get it all for the price of Shine Your Light Goddess, the bootcamp, which is a welcome into the new year offer that is available to the end of January. But either or, whether I see you in Shine Your Light, welcome to the Shine Your Light Goddess. The people that have stepped in, it's so exciting. It's so lovely to welcome new people in, and I will see you Monday for Manifest Your Perfect Year retreat and workshop. It's going to be a magical time, and I can't wait to share the space with you. I'm sending you so much love. Have the most magical week with such a hug of love. Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com. Have a magical week. Mwah. Lots of love.